Hey guys, thanks for checking out the podcast. Before we get started, I want to remind you about the very cool bucket list trip I am doing in 2026, the Smitty Learns Irish podcast, where I'm going to do my bucket list, hike Ireland for a year, learn about Irish history, town by town, through the mouths of the pub owners and regulars. Because what's a better way to learn about something you love than to experience it yourself? Patreon.com/we3Smiths, only $3 a month, and thanks for checking it out. And welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty from the What the Hell Everything podcast. Another reaction in my quest through space to open rock and roll minds, including my own. And this reaction is a prime example of that. This is going to be my first ever listen to Alabama Shakes, although I do have to say I've seen clips of Alabama Shakes playing, but they were one of those bands for the longest time. You know, my history in rock radio for years in northern Michigan, you know, it was active rock station. So the general consensus was Alabama Shakes was part of this like new regime of rock and roll that wasn't giving any sort of attention to the active rock aspect of like rock and roll. So I was just like, I never gave it the time of day. Even though I wanted to, I have these blockers in my head, for the longest time, until I'm opening my own rock and roll mind, where I'm just like, oh, that's a band I know I want to listen to check out. But for whatever reason, I'm like, I don't want to not like it. My greatest fear is to listen to music and not like it. You know, it's a weird thing. Anyway, we're getting to Alabama Shakes today, and I got to say, I was really shocked to find out that they are not a band anymore, or at least on hiatus. I think in 2018 they went on hiatus, and then the drummer went to jail a bunch of times for being a piece of crap. That's what it seemed like. I could be wrong. But I was shocked to find out that they were no longer active. Only 2 albums released, but I know that they were very, very critically acclaimed, with who were the members? Brittany Howard on guitar and vocals, Zach Crockle, Heath Frog, and Steve Johnson. Very, very highly critically acclaimed band. So I'm like, you know what? It's time now to give my first listen to Alabama Shakes. I love rock and roll in all of its fucking forms, man. My greatest fucking joy in life is finding new great rock and roll that I love. So let's get into the title track from the 2015 album Sound and Color. And if you like this video, you like the reactions to Alabama Shakes or any of the other Rock Radar videos that I do, please consider liking and subscribing. That absolutely helps the channel grow and gets more minds opened. And absolutely any other creators and reactors that you come across that you like their content, please like and subscribe to their stuff as well. It helps, absolutely. So that being said, let's do it. Sound and Color, Alabama Shakes. I'm trying to decide if that's piano or is it a xylophone? It sounds really fun. Man, this sounds like it should. Man, this sounds like it should have been released in 1975 rather than 2015. In a great way. In a great fucking way, man. There is this I said it earlier. There's so much that I consider rock and roll. In the 70s, there was so much like soul and blues and things like that that I would consider rock and roll. And it shifted out of that, it seemed like, for the most part. But every once in a while, you get a band that comes across and just has that soul and blues that has rock and roll cred. Because, I mean, this already 100% is rock and roll to me. And I'm glad I'm listening to it. Man, first of all, I love it that it is not even fucking close to what I expected. Not even close. Let's just let this go out the last 3 seconds just in case. Yep, that's it. Not even close to what I expected. I don't know what I expected. I thought it was some sort of like country, bluegrass blues vibe, and there may be other songs from Alabama Shakes that have that sound that I was expecting. Maybe it's because I saw a couple clips and it sounded like that. I'm not sure. I did not expect it to be 100% just soul. I mean, there was a blues rock aspect to it as well, but I mean, it just screams soul, you know, rock and soul. I mean, just good down home fucking music, man. And I appreciated the shit out of it. You got some more suggestions, live cuts as well, for Alabama Shakes. They're a band. Yes, I would love to listen to more Alabama Shakes. Any suggestions you got, throw them in the comments section. And please consider, again, liking and subscribing. It absolutely helps. And who knows? I know they only have 2 albums, but I'll go down some rabbit holes with this band if I fall in love with them enough. And the rabbit hole stuff a lot of times happens on Patreon. Full album reactions, live sets, that whole thing as well. I know Brittany Howard has I don't know if it's a solo project or a new band or something, so maybe that's something worth checking out. Hey, thank you very much, guys. Have a good one.
What the hell? Everything!